Ethan Mollick again dropping some interesting information about there has not been a lot of evidence so far that AI is actually impacting jobs, which is true. We have seen the labour markets moving in certain directions. We don't necessarily know if that is artificial intelligence related or if it's a correction from overhiring in 2020, 2022. There's a huge amount of hiring, or if it's general economy, we don't really know. But there's a paper and it's from Stanford. So this paper finds early signs that this may be starting, showing a decrease in entry-level job openings, which is something I've been going on about, banging the drum on, relative to experienced ones concentrated in jobs where AI mostly automates, not augments. Other factors could explain this pattern, but it does fit predictions. It also shows AI will have uneven effects, impacting new employees first, plus how AI is used is important for understanding its impact. And he's got a number of graphs here showing exposed jobs are starting to fall off in terms of their headcount in early career. So this is people aged between 22 and 25 years old in particular. So the Stanford study comes up with 6 facts. They're calling them facts, which seems extremely confident. But fact 1 is employment for young workers has declined in AI exposed occupation. So this is the big question that we've been having. Is AI actually affecting it, or is it just the economy? Are businesses using AI as an excuse to reduce headcount? Because it's quite awkward to reduce headcount because you've overhired, because that makes you look like an idiot. If you're a leader and you've hired several thousand people just 2 years ago, and then you've realized, oh, actually, we cannot support this headcount, and then you cut back, then you look like an idiot. Whereas if you say, oh, we're cutting back because of artificial intelligence, then you look like a genius. So it's a good scapegoat. We have to remember that. So fact 1 is employment for young workers has declined. They're saying that this is now happening, and they're saying it's causation, not correlation, apparently. Fact 2, let's quickly run through them all. Though overall employment continues to grow, employment growth for young workers in particular has been stagnant. Okay, that's probably more telling. So employment is up, but for young people entering the market for the first time, it's down. So that could be AI. Fact 3, entry-level employment has declined in applications of AI that automate work with muted changes for augmentation. Okay, jobs that AI replaces, basically, rather than just helps you do better in it. Coding is a weird example here, because high-level coders, they use AI coding to help augment, to help make them move faster, but potentially at a lower level, it's just full automation, so you do not necessarily require as many people. Fact 4, employment declines for young AI-exposed workers remains after conditioning on firm time shocks. Okay, so this is saying that it is not alternative explanations. Okay, this is getting to the mathematics of it, so I'm not going to read that live, because that would be very boring. Fact 5, labour market adjustments are visible in employment more than compensation. In addition to employment, we observe workers' annual base compensation. We use this information to test. Okay, fine. So fact 1 and 2 are the big ones here. Basically, they are saying there is now evidence in play, statistical evidence, from 70,000. Is it 70,000? Need the sample size. I think it was 70,000 people. That there is now a substantial and statistically relevant, significant, decrease in the number of jobs, and that is being caused by artificial intelligence. Whether or not this is true, we will find out as the years go on. Basically, it's very easy to predict things, but not all of these predictions are going to come true, so we will just need to keep an eye on it. Famously, the head of Anthropic, 6 months ago, he said, exactly 6 months ago today, he said, in 6 months' time, 90% of all coding work will be automated. That was 6 months ago. So we need to hold people to their predictions, whether they are pro or whether they are anti-artificial intelligence. We need to remember what people predict and then check back on them. He has been wrong in this particular case, and it hasn't been 6 months. So we need to keep people accountable.